Hello, and welcome to the Chaos Cupboard. Is it better to focus on writing one book at a time, or is it okay to be working on multiple projects simultaneously? I wanted to find out. Spoiler alert, you're probably going to be disappointed by the answer. I bet you didn't expect me to say that, huh? But first, I figure I should do a little introductory section to introduce myself and the concept of the Chaos Cupboard. Hi, my name is Alexandra Turner, or just Alex. I am 23 years old, and I'm a writer. I write everything from short stories to poetry to fables to novels to scripts to games to. Well, you get the idea. Ultimately, I'm a storyteller. Always have been, and hopefully always will be. I've dipped my toes into acting and filmmaking and game design. I love it all, but I feel most comfortable when I'm able to express myself with words on a page. They just seem to come out better that way. As much as I love the creativity and imagination my brain conjures, I also kinda hate it. I have ADHD and have struggled with depression, anxiety, nightmares, PMDD, the whole shebang really. And while I don't like to define myself by my shortcomings, you probably will hear me talk about those things a lot. Don't worry, I mostly keep a pretty positive outlook. Mostly. And I try to keep the spaces I enter lighthearted and fun, this channel included. But I figured those things are worth talking about here because, well, I've learned a lot about them over the years, and I'd like to share that wisdom with you guys. So, what can you expect from this channel? I'm going to be making videos about writing, books, ADHD, depression, general lifestyle stuff. Basically, I want to create a catalogue about everything I've learned about those things over the years. So, if you're interested in learning insider tips and tricks about each of those subjects, then you're in the right place. And for my first trick, I conducted a little experiment. As the cold open of this video suggests, I wanted to answer a simple writing question. Should you try to write multiple projects at once, or just focus on one at a time? It's an age-old question, and if, like me, you have ADHD, one you might have found yourself asking once or twice. So, I did some investigating. The goal was to spend 1 week doing my usual schedule of working on 3+ projects at once, and another week where I focused on just one. And then I'd measure how much progress I made. So, how did it go? Well, in a word, badly. It's 5 a.m. and I just finished my Korean lesson. Now it's time to choose a novel idea to dedicate my week to. Right now, I kinda just want an easy win, you know? So I'm gonna keep it short, novella size, or around 20,000 words. And I honestly think I might just do some kind of romance. I read a lot of romance, namely the infamous romantasy genre, but I don't write a whole lot of romance, so it should be a nice challenge and practice for that skill, while also not being unbelievably difficult for me to write. Now, I have two options. Select one of my many ideas I've had over the years and jerry-rig it into a little romance novel, or come up with something brand new, right here, right now. I'm gonna start by going through all my previous ideas to see if anything suits. So the first day actually went really well. I planned and outlined an entirely new novel idea from scratch all in one day, so that was pretty epic. But then, the UK got hit with a heat wave, and so I spent most of the past few days passed out and melting in my bed. But I'm gonna restart today. The story I made up from scratch was really cool and I really like it, but it wasn't really much of a romance in the end, so I'm trying again. Yeah. A day wasted and then a few more days wasting. Well, it was back to the drawing board. I ended up scrapping the romance idea altogether by this point. I just couldn't really make it happen, so I returned to an older story idea of mine, a long, short story, a novelette, if you will. So I dedicate 100% of my time to knocking out a plan and an outline for this story, even foregoing sleep and food to write as much of it as I could. for 3 days. I literally lasted 3 days. Couldn't even do the whole week. As much as I was excited about this cool novelette premise, I ended up procrastinating a lot. Whereas previously I would have procrastinated by writing other projects, because I couldn't do that, I ended up just playing a lot of Minecraft. Oops. So, what conclusion can we draw from this? The disappointing answer is you just kind of have to do what works for you. I managed to do a crazy amount of work when I focused on just one project and really put my nose to the grindstone, but it did make things like writer's block a lot more difficult to push through when my brain definitely needed the break and the variety. So, what did we learn? Absolutely nothing new. As with most writing advice, sometimes the best way of doing things is your own way of doing things. Anyways, I'm going to keep this video short and leave things here. I think you get the gist of this channel by now. So subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. And why not take a gander at my blog, thechaoscupboard.com. I post writing advice, blog updates, pieces of my writing, that sort of thing on there. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think it's pretty cool. And if you're trying to write a novel, I think you'll be extra interested in learning about the Alex method. So, yeah. Bye, I guess.